and will walk with Christ to cleanse them, to remove every spot, every rancor, every blemishes. In an easy way to understand this, let's use Stephen in the Bible. In Acts chapter 7. Stephen, let's say he was married to a sister called maybe Joanne, right? And both start learning Christ principles and the character transformation. And slowly, each one of them develop a relationship with Christ that abide in the presence and mature to the point where no matter what you do, all they have to offer you is selfless love. Even if you stone them to death, all they can offer you is love. That's exactly what we're talking about. This is what each spouse needed. Without that, we can't do anything. So I was saying that this is the foundation of true marriage. This is the only way true marriage can function. When the spouse personally, individually, have that commitment to Christ for the marriage of the Lamb. From there, they are daily cleansed. They become selfless daily, growing in selflessness. Then and only then, a husband that is transformed by a loving covenant relationship with Christ will be able to delight to meet the need of his wife. It must come from a person that is transformed first. A person that is growing in selflessness and delight in being selfless. That is the key. Without that, we have a problem. So what happened is, when a person is selfish, there's nothing you're going to do that will be so much satisfying to that person. In another word, I keep repeating this all the time. If a human being is not touched, is not transformed by the love of Christ, there's nothing you're going to do that will really, really make your spouse feel loved. In other words, Christ died on the cross. Let's say a husband that Christ died for. Christ loved him so much, did everything, and mean nothing to him. So what do you think as a wife you can do to please this man? What do you think you can do that will prove to him how much you love him? You will try everything, give your very life. It will not be enough. Why? That soul is not yet satisfied with the love of God. These are the mysteries we are dealing with in our home. Unconverted Christians and transformed people that will enter into love that requires selflessness. So it can function, right? It's like putting orange juice in your car tank and believe it's gonna run, and that car is made to run on gasoline. Marriage is built by God, it's instituted by God to run only by selfless love. Only by those who are committed to Christ for the marriage of the Lamb and daily experiencing character transformation. Without that, give all the birthday gifts to each other. Express love as hard as you want. Have special vacations as you want. The very moment vacation is finished, go right back to square zero, because what? The tank is empty. There's no selfless love there. Now both get angry. Husband is unconverted. wife unconverted, they're both seeking for something they don't have. Are you seeing it? So the wife's craving for love from the husband, and the husband don't have it, and he craves from the same love from the wife, and she does not have it either. Then it turns into anger, hatred, resentment. That's why our homes are so much in misery. It's because of a lack of true love, true transforming love of Christ in the heart. So the very moment a person is transformed, watch this, their needs are different. You see that? Because the spiritual things judge after spiritual things. The spiritual mind lost after crave for spiritual things. Carnal mind lost after carnal things. So when a husband is not transformed by Christ, his needs are going to be carnal. And if a wife is converted, you can't meet his needs at all. You will try all your best. Vice versa. So it's very crucial that this principle be taught way before people get married. Do not marry a person that is not committed to Christ in a loving relationship for the marriage of the Lamb. Why? Both of you cannot function. You might have a good feeling for each other, but you just cannot make it happen. You just cannot. So we make the list of the need of the wife and then the need of the husband. And these are only for those who are committed to Christ, those who are selfless. So last week, we looked at what a wife needs from the husband. Number one, the very number one thing you need from your husband is a converted man that is committed to Christ in a loving relationship with Christ for the marriage of the Lamb. And that man allow Christ to cleanse him daily from his defective character, from his pride, from his selfishness, from resentment, from unforgiveness, from all of these things. That is a person you want to be a husband, to have as a husband. That's the first thing you need from him. His love with Christ for the marriage of the Lamb, because we'll be transforming him. Number two, you want to be heard very much. So I'm not going to repeat too much stuff because we did it in detail last time. You need him to be a leader. You want a man that understands how God designed things to be and will lead God way. And he needed from him a deep affection. Now, a lot of men, we grow up, we don't see our father affection or our mother. So how are we going to make it up? You learn. Okay? When you become selfless, you are willing to meet the need of your spouse. Then you got to ask questions. You got to write, you got to read books. You got to learn woman nature. You got to learn woman physiology. So much to learn. It's hard to be willful of decision. You need a husband that can provide. Because by nature, man is built to serve. That's why we are built to be bigger, have a bigger body, bigger brain, everything bigger. Not for ourselves, because we need to carry the load of a wife and children and in-laws and everything. That's why God shaped a man with much bigger brain, a bigger body, everything, bigger bones to serve. And a man, true man, delight in that. We live to serve, we live to protect, we live to provide for our family, to do everything. So the protection. And then you need from your man to understand in detail how your body functions sexually. A lot of men, we are not taught. A lot of men don't even know when a wife will get pregnant. Really? We end up having children that, like, we need to stop. Sometimes you already have more than you expect. You want two, you end up with four. Now you wake up for family planning. It's not correct that we will just operate like that. So men need to willfully, purposely commit himself to understand the details. Because if you don't know how something functions, you cannot properly work with it. You understand very much woman emotion, specifically your wife emotions. You're going to really study the details, their hormones, how they grow throughout the month, everything they go through when they're pregnant, everything. Men need to study this, read and study. This will help you to know how to support her in the difficult moments, in her emotional moments. If you approach things with a logic and she running through emotion, it can't work. When she say, I feel, and you say, I think, feeling and thinking doesn't work right. Hmm? So when your wife say, I feel, you need to start trying to understand what she feels instead of thinking, instead of reasoning. Vice versa. When a woman, your husband come to you, say, when I think, and now you start talking about, I feel. Sorry, as a wife, you are missing out. You don't understand the man. You don't understand your husband. If this continue, you're going to sit here and make a decision without telling me anything. Why? When he come to you to think, you come up with feelings. There were a lot of sisters complaining, my husband don't talk to me, he does things because he tried 1,000 times, you bring your feelings. So he was tired of it. Instead of both of you sit down and learn, they get angry, unfortunately. So marriage requires real knowledge, willful, like you gotta be dedicated to it. You can't serve me if you don't know me. You can't take care of me if you don't know how I function. It can't work. You can have a brand new car right now and you put lemon juice in it, it won't run. So that's why we are struggling right now. So it is very important. The number one, we are experiencing the transformation in our relationship with Christ. Number two, we study and keep studying the need of our spouse. And number three, ask God for the strength to meet the need of the spouse. If everyone go through this, it doesn't matter how bad is your marriage life, it will be changed. Oh, guaranteed. If you are really willing, it might take some time, but it will be transformed. It will be changed. Do you understand the need of your spouse? Sometimes our own need, we don't fully understand it yet. So if we are selfish, our needs are going to be selfish. We're going to focus on what we want. And most of the time, because we are not transformed, is selfish, never be satisfied. So that's why we complain so much. Your wife can do 95 things right and 5 things wrong. You focus on only 5 wrong things. You forget all the 95. How possible this can work? The carnality is a problem. So going into detail, husband need to study the need of your wife. Very much. So let us continue with the need of wife. The wife needs security. Please take a note if you are a man on the line. This is very important. Men, you gotta provide security to your wife. Why? Woman life is very risky. You can have few minute pleasure, bam, she have 9 months to go through with that. Just 5 minutes for a little preview. Now she have a burden for the next 9 months, just like that. And then the pregnancy is not easy. The first 3 months, you're going to be throwing up, all of that, money sickness, up and down, like it's a whole lot. Sometimes pregnancy can be complicated. She can be sick for 9 months. In all of that, actually, she needs the peace of mind that my husband is faithful. My husband will manage our fund very well, that we won't wake up Don't know what to eat. My husband fear God. I am okay. We're gonna be fine. I can trust him. Now the pregnancy is difficult. Now, when you get to delivery, it can be death sentence. Death sentence, just like that. She can go deliver the baby, end up with some complication, some C-section or something, then next minute, life is gone. So women's life is so risky. For that reason, men need to understand it and provide so much security. For that reason, you gotta depend on God because you don't have that much to provide to secure. So, man, you gotta provide security. For example, financially, every man, normally before you get married, every man should have at least, uh, I would say, at least 30-year plan of financial security. Back then, things was not hard because the grandfather would leave land and plantation things to the grandchildren. The man is groomed enough, prepared enough to face his duties and his obligation. Things have changed so much. Men are not prepared that much anymore. And I think we should learn something from Jacob. We got to work for 7 years to get one wife. And I look at it, if a young man, let's say you graduate from college at 23, and you got to work for 7 years, you do two jobs. In the first job, you pay your bill with it. In the second one, you invest it fully. You do that for 7 years, you have enough to build a foundation. Enough to have two family home. You live in one, rent out one. But unfortunately, our young men, what they care about? Oh, get out of your parents' house, get your own place, and buying thing, buy a brand new car. Da, 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 da. Have a time with a friend, play video games. That precious time, you will never have it again in your life. Even the sleep you used to have, you get married, have children, no more sleep like that. Children wake up in the night all the time. So men, we are not prepared to provide a financial security enough. Next one is emotional security. Are you mature enough as a man to handle situations in such a way that your wife feels secure, knowing no matter what, my husband can handle things right? That you are not in public and you go off. She feels so ashamed. So your wife need emotional security. You need mental security, you need financial security. Because her life is very risky. If a husband and wife married, have 3 children, it's not gonna be very easy for both of them. But to do life over, if a man is focused, he can easily rebuild. The woman go through some changes that you cannot build again. Nope. You go through so much. So for that reason, women, you need to make it possible for your husband to protect you as well. Because if I am in charge to protect you, you must listen to me. When I say to you, look, right now where we are, I feel like we're in danger, we need to leave. If I'm your bodyguard and I feel the danger, the only way I can protect you, you must listen to me. It's obvious, therefore, like, so we are operating in a system where we can't just do things as we want, as we please. It can't work. It will never work. So a man need to present, or husband and wife, both of you need to have financial security plan. Is that how you provide you provide your wife that mental peace that we're going to be okay. It have to be. 4 stream of income that even if something happen, you are not working, the family will live anywhere. And most of these things we are not taught. So we have a job, we can pay the bill and get married. No, you need a preparation, a few years to build a foundation. So the very moment you miss that, you might never catch up. Because it's gonna go from you are 1, and then you get married, become 2, and then you have children 3, you have more 4, and have more 5. Now 5 people are gonna rely on 1 person, and that 1 person have 1 job. The day he loses a job, the whole family is done, just like that. And the woman gonna carry that, thinking about her children, how things gonna work for the children, herself, her days, and you're gonna see quickly things go bad. Now, do we give a financial seminar to our young people? They should be taught from teenagers. They have to be so clear for them. And then be guided how it works. That's how the Jew prepare their young people. They are really prepared for life. Emotionally, men necessarily need to learn how to affectionate your wife. Now, many of us, we don't see our father kiss our mother, hug our mother, and like affectionate her, appreciate her. Like I said previously, you might never have seen it, but you can learn it. Amen? So you got to provide that emotional security and then be faithful. Let your wife trust you that you can travel for a month, you will not touch anybody. Everyone is offered to you freely on a golden plate. It's like, thank you. So your wife should not be looking for you in the same house. That means she's craving for your affection. Now, unfortunately, she does not understand that you don't know, that you don't understand her. And she get angry about it, unfortunately. So please, wife, teach us how to affectionate you. Just teach us. Just teach us so that we're going to get there. Things that when we do it, it make you feel so loved. Just teach us. That's all it takes. So please write down, women need security, like seriously. Do you know that, for example, give another example. Let's say 2 people get married. The wife is the wife 24, the husband 27, for example. And they are married for maybe 13 years. Just an example, right? 13, the man will be 40. Men at 40 really take care of himself and has grown properly. That's where the whole maturity is showing up. Women, her real time of glory by 40 is done. So if at 40 both divorce, a woman might feel like she's safe enough. No, you will never get the way you used to be back. And if you have the 3 children by C-section, then you're in a very risky spot if you get married to have a child again. And that man can have a child without problem if he keeps himself right. So physically, you are going down. Emotionally, you are messed up. There's so much stuff, even your security about your own body. For that reason, women need so much security from the wife. Come on. The woman needs so much security from the husband. I'm sorry. So at every aspect of woman's life, you can see the need of protection, the need of be assured that financially we're going to be fine. Emotionally, I'm going to be okay. You see that? Because there is so much taken away. If that is the case, then women, make it possible for your husband. Encourage him to build. Help him to be affectionate. Help him to build financial security if it's not there yet. They don't just blame him because he's not prepared. He was not taught. Now, instead of helping your husband, you get angry. Say the man is ignorant. He's not prepared. Now you get angry, you're getting lost. And plus that, you don't even know his need. So he get angry too. Then we get surprised why we are married, but we are unhappy. You are not bad people. You're just ignorant people and selfish. That's it. Two things, selfishness and ignorance. Men need very much from the wife submission. Today, because the society is so damaged, that submission sound like belittling. You want me to submit to my husband? Sister, listen up. If you don't believe in submission, it's better you live and stay alone. And I want to define submission. Submission means cooperation. That is a context I place submission. So the man is leading according to how God designed things to be, because who is the boss for our home? God. Why? Our marriage is God's institution. It belongs to God. He hired the man and hired the wife to play roles. You see that? So any problem, anything happen, the manager don't run the company the way you want. The manager run the company according to how the owner of the company want the marriage to the company to run. So husband, you don't lead by your own wisdom or your culture. No. You depend on God. You lead the way God wants to. So wife is not really submitting to you as a wife, as a husband. She is submitting to God's design that you are following, that you are leading her and the children to follow. She literally submitted to God. For that reason, man, don't marry a woman that is not submitted to God. Why? You cannot lead her. If you can't lead a wife, you can't be a good husband to her. It's impossible. This is the problem we are going on in our home. We are having in our home. When husband say left, wife say no, right? Because we are equal. Everybody listen up. God never meant man and woman to be equal. They have equal value, equal rights, but they are different and are designed to be complementary. You see that? So it's a selfish spirit. Follow me, please. That one, that self-defense. Oh, we are equal now. Whatever you do, I can do. So what are we doing? Competition? For which reason? It can't work. So it's very important. So as much as you need security from your husband needs your humility, your submission, which is cooperation. So submission does not mean whatever husband says goes. No. Whatever husband says according to God's will goes because you choose to obey God. That make it possible now for the husband to play a role of a leader, play a role of a father, play a role of a priest in a home. Even if God can be a priest, can be a leader to Israel when Israel doesn't want to. You see, it doesn't say we want a king like other nation. God can't do anything. So in our homes, if we don't want a husband to be the king in the house, the priest in the house, the head of the household, and don't be surprised. You're gonna have another person, you're gonna have a man that doesn't care. He just do the bare minimum, doesn't talk that much. Why? He does not feel as a leader. Why? His word means nothing to you. And a lot of sisters don't understand that. That by resisting your spouse, you are breaking the very man you need. One more time. By contradicting and resisting the man, you are breaking that very man that you need. So as you need so much security, affection, protection, provision from your husband, you gotta understand that he need you to follow if he had to play the role of a leader. Without that, it cannot work. So everyone that want to be godly spouse must necessarily take a time to read, to study, to learn. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult. Very much. It can't work. Learn. Keep learning. Keep growing. Let's read a text before we continue. So I don't know if you have a chance or anybody. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7 again. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. In the meanwhile, in meeting the need of our spouse, we need to start looking at this need in details. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Every husband needs to, I would say, I mean, if it's possible, have a notebook. Study the need of your wife and taking a note. Like, you get in the real school about this stuff. How can I meet my wife mentally? That she can be mentally at peace.
I have it, Pastor.
Go ahead, please.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7 says, Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge,
Pause.
giving honor.
He said to dwell with women according to knowledge. You got to learn them very much. Continue, please.
Giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered.
So we see when a man is dealing with the wife ignorantly, disrespecting her, you don't honor your wife even in the presence of your children, scream at her as you want. Sorry, God is not hearing none of your prayers. This is serious. So a lot of what we have dysfunctional marriage life. We go to church, keep the Sabbath, happy Sabbath, sing song, and praise God. Sorry, you are missing out. God is not listening to none of your prayers. Vice versa. If you are a rebellious woman, just know God is not listening to your prayers. Your worship is abomination before God. So it's necessary for everyone to learn. So husband, you gotta learn 100% how to meet the mental need of your wife. How much you need encouragement from you. Are you following? I would like to hear a wife say, since I married my husband, man, this man has taught me so much. Since I met her, we're reading books. every month or every 3 months, we have a book like fully read. We read together, we learn. My goodness, this thing, I never met a man like this. You gotta invest in the constant growth of your wife. In, let her understand how much you value her. Let her understand how much God value her. Your teaching as a priest in a home. It build her mentally. They respect everything. You don't want to treat your wife to the point where she becomes insecure. She's afraid of life, all of that. Have anxiety, mental issues, um, emotionally. You gotta take a time, every man, to literally study woman emotion. Yeah, it is very important because that's the only way you can meet her needs. Women feel words. If you are a man, you study woman emotion, you will realize that if you can, if possible, daily, and then weekly make it much expressive, express to your wife how much you appreciate whatever she's doing. The cooking, everything. It made her emotionally fulfilled. She needed so much. As a man, you need to know that women crave for attention. Appreciate your wife daily. Still appreciate her body daily. Because after they go through 3, 4 children, they realize that the breast is no longer the same. A lot of things loosen up. She start feeling insecure about it. Say, no, just a change, but look at all, you fill the home with great treasures, a whole human being. I love you the same way you had the same value for me. You gotta reassure that she gotta be emotionally satisfied. Then sexually, you gotta learn how you get your wife enough orgasm. Voila. Yeah. And I challenge every husband here. Try this. Especially the days you are off. Spend a good 30 minutes, both of you, even an hour if it's possible, to good Thanksgiving to God first. And give each one of you 3 testimonies, 3 greatest things God has done in your life. And you sing the song of thanksgiving to God. Then express thanksgiving to each other. You know what's going to happen? Both of your body and mind will be so prepared for intense orgasm. Go and try it. Now, when both of you spend the day very stressed out, cortisol level is high, adrenaline level is high, and you get to bed, you want to have sex, it's like almost forcing everything. Are you hearing me? But when you go through counting God goodness and thanksgiving, then express thanksgiving to each other. Now you have changed completely the body chemistry, brain chemistry. Now you have serotonin, dopamine, everything. The body is in a complete relaxed state. Then with that, you go through the foreplay and you're telling her how you appreciate her so much, like how she have done this and what. You will see your wife screaming next 3, 5 minutes. Because having sex it's not about sexual intercourse. It's not like a competition. It's a connection. It's feeling belonging. It's making her feel safe, loved, protected, secure. All of that combined will bring the orgasm. Now, she went to work, come home tired, frustrated by co-workers, boss, all of that. Come home, you disrespect her by any word, whatever. And then the children stress her out. Everything so much that she's so exhausted, she's tired. Yeah, that moment that you like, I need sex. She like, my whole body is just tense. It's so tense that I can't work. And when you force it, she's gonna feel like rips. You just need some little understanding. Now, when you understand that your wife went through all of it through all the day, what do? Bring something cool. Start talking about something that's going to relax her mind. And then she can laugh. And slowly, what are you doing? You are making her ready mentally, emotionally. She can now, her whole body can relax. And that's why slowly she will lubricate very easily. And then everything follows. Now, if you don't take the time to study, how are you going to know it? By prayer? No, you're going to learn. You need to sit down and learn very much. You should know the conversation your wife enjoyed. Yeah. There are things you bring it up, she's like, yeah, yes. So you can literally break, erase all the stress of the day. Sometimes you can just suggest to your wife, you know what I'm thinking? I think you are so tired, I want to massage you. She's like, what? So this man really thinking about me? Yeah. As a man, say to your wife, look, I think you are so tired. I prepare some magnesium drink for you that you can sleep properly, and I have some oil to massage you. Go try and let me know what happened. It's an expression of care, of I want to meet your need. You are so tired. It's not that hard, and you don't need money. You don't need to be rich for that. Now, vice versa. Women do the same thing for your husband. You have a man that is willing, committed to a job, doing everything to provide, to keep the light on. When he come home, I beg you, don't disrespect that man. He has fought the whole war. When he come home, he does not need to fight you. No, he should be there resting place. All that man need, simple food, and just pass some little hands. Say, husband, I appreciate you so much. You are the man. If I need to marry again, I will marry you still. I appreciate how you work hard to provide for us. That's all he needs. And his brain will relax. If possible, make yourself available and have some little sex. He's going to release prolactin and oxytocin. He will have a good sleep. Tomorrow morning, have all his energy go right back to work. It's not that hard. But when he fought the whole wall and come home. Then, talking. And then disrespect, and then this. And then go to bed, turn back to him. You are breaking the man. You are breaking the father of your children. He's not going to last long. We can develop a lot of disease. So it's very important that we literally commit ourselves to learn how to meet the need of our spouse so that our spouse can function and fulfill God's purpose for their existence. You put this in your marriage, I guarantee you, it doesn't matter how long it takes, you will have a different marriage, a godly marriage that will survive any test. Because when we are dedicated to meet the other person's need, we are in selflessness. Anytime we are selfless, divine power provide the power we need to love, to care, to protect, to provide, and we delight in and we receive enough strength to do it. Now, if you are living and you don't care about each other need, both of you need, we have a problem. Now, there's a lot of challenges, especially for women. Please, if you're a sister, listen up. You have a great temptation. The temptation is trying to love your children more than your husband. Yeah, it's a profound attachment between children and the mother. Hello, I'm going to ask a question. How many years a child DNA stay in a mother? If you have a boy as a mother, how many years that boy DNA gonna stay in you as a mother? Uh-huh. Anybody tell me? Because I don't open up the mic. Let me see. Hello, sister. Tell me how long your child, son, his DNA stay in you?
27 years.
Exactly 27 years. Maybe you Google that right. 27 good years. So women are so bound with the child. So women have the temptation to become attached to their children. It is one of the worst thing you can drag your husband through. And the problem is you are not being aware of it. It's so natural. That's why most of the men start cheating when they have a children, little children. And the mother becomes so attached to the children that doesn't really pay mind to the husband. If that man doesn't feel good, he to start sleeping around because the man see that I don't exist anymore. I'm just here as a slave, working for everybody, providing for everybody, nobody cares for me. That's how man feels. But he can't say why. He don't want to feel like crying baby in the house, like, oh, why you don't love me? Why you don't pay attention to my needs? So he gets silent, and when he can't take it anymore, so he start destroying things outside. There's a lot of stuff sisters don't pay attention to. It's not because they're wicked, it's because they don't know. They don't really see that. No matter how much some sister will make a mistake to make their baby sleeping in their bed. Really? No. Get some crib for the children. Do not keep your children in your married bed. Hello, everybody hear me? I'm talking about real thing now. It's one of the things you will not try. Can have some exceptional situation. Maybe tell a little baby, very baby, like a few days, okay. Keep it for a few months in the cell. Child need to go to the crib very quickly. Do not share your married bed with your children. It's not their place. Let the church say amen. Hello? Where are the sisters? Do not let your children share your married bed. It's not their place. It's extremely dangerous. Sometimes women will have the little children sleeping there to the point where the man get up and go leave, start sleeping in the couch. And he would do it nicely, like, oh, I want to leave the bed to you and the children. He does not like it. He might let it for a few days, but after that, no, he's doing it against his own will. And the more that thing continue, this thing's going to be created. Oh, don't tell me, oh, my husband is different. No, he's not. He's much willing, much sacrificing, but he going through the pain. Don't do it. He feel like you have children between you and him, and that's wrong. Because the Bible didn't say that you and your children will be one. It doesn't say that. Hello? It say you and your husband will be one. It does not say a mother and the children will be one. I don't know any Bible verse like that, and I'm willing to be educated. Anybody educate me very quickly? So these little things that we let in our home slowly break trust and break connection and break communication. It breaks. It's dangerous. So the need is so vast. So husband, please bring a financial plan to your wife. This is the plan I have for our financial security. And I will encourage you to do that before marriage. If it's dated already, fine, catch up anyway. Yes, you can. Then, this is what I think I want you to be emotionally safe and secure. Show her your intention. Yes, mentally, I want us to keep learning, to develop ourselves, and courage to read together. Then physically, every man now listen up. Don't miss this. I want you to be dedicated to your wife health. You know? Yeah. Say, wife, this is the plan I have for you. I want us to fast once a week and a cleanse and detox ourselves. I'm going to order some herb to keep your hormone balance. I want to keep your bone density right. I want to keep I want you to prevent breast cancer, prevent ovarian cancer. And I have research on this. When you tell your wife that you have research on her health, you are willing to make her healthy. You are willing to do this and to do that. Who will not be excited to have a husband like you? Then you prove to her, this is what the plan I have, that even if I'm dead, you'll be able to provide for the children. Which wife will not respect a man that have a vision on the next 20, 30 years? It has shown the whole path. Who will not respect a husband that is so careful for your emotion, affectionate to you, want you to be so fulfilled? And more than that, every day letting you, I'm praying for you. I have interceded for you today that the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord cleanse you. Which wife will not be so happy to know that my husband is interceding for me before God, is working for my salvation? So true love is willful dedication, selfless dedication to meet the need of your spouse, that your spouse can function and fulfill God's purpose and vision, which is the marriage of the Lord. So, wife, also be dedicated to your husband. So, husband, I want you to be mentally okay. What do you need from me? Your men need appreciation. He need respect from you. It's not easy for nobody, not even for God to lead when we oppose him. He can't do it. When the father said X, Y, Z to the children, he said, no, but this we want to do A, B, C instead. You're breaking the man. Slowly you're going to become silent in the house. And you feel like you are dominating, you are taking control. No, you are failing. It's ugly. I beg you, I'm going to say something, don't forget. Never, ever put your husband in a position where he have to have any sexual issue with you. Don't let your husband go through anything stressful about sex. Sit down and have such a communication and understanding about sex. Let your husband know you so much that when you are really, really tired, he will understand and don't even try to the point. And if he does, don't reject him. But you can propose something and say, husband, right now, my whole body's aching. What about early in the morning? You see that? That's not a rejection. It's about, I am willing, but my body's not available. Give me a little rest, I will be okay. He does not feel rejected. But instead, because you are so ignorant and selfish, don't touch me. I'm tired. Leave me alone. So who forced you to be married, sister? Anybody? Mhm. No. When you do that, you are literally breaking your man. And I'm going to say this. The only thing that make your husband need you is faithfulness and obedience to God. One more time. The only thing that make your husband need your sex is the fear of God. If he does not fear God, he can go out there and pay for it right away and get it done, just like that. He doesn't fear God, he can go in the bathroom and masturbate himself. Now, because of the fear of God, he's confined to you. Then you're going to use it against him. Do you think that's wise enough? I'm not saying a woman should become sex toy in the house. No. I'm saying they must have such a communication, such understanding, such a way that it will not be a matter of stress for your husband. The husband should not worry about sexual need. And he should also be so thoughtful enough to know when you are really so tired that it can't work. And if it had to happen, it create a whole lot of environment around it. Create some sweet talk and then maybe massage and then slowly to the point where, oh, something happened. Yeah. Sometimes she had no desire, she's really tired. We just start massaging her feet, her back, everything, discussing about how the day was, some sweet talk. Before you know it, she become mentally ready, physically ready, emotional ready. She's open up. You just need to understand how her body function, how her emotion function. So please, wife, I do beg you in the name of the Lord, never ever allow this thing to be in your house where your husband needs to stress for sex, need to beg you for sex. It's very dangerous for you and for him. He cannot affectionate you because he feel less than he should. And guess what? He will be less productive. When a man feels disrespected in that area, he does not even want to have a job to do. He feel like I'm just working and working hard to take care of people who doesn't care for me. To have a communication. And men need to be very also temperate. Otherwise, you're gonna burst your prostate. So it's not because your wife is available, is willing, so you're gonna be like all the time. No. Temperance necessary is a law. So it has to be done in such a way. And a man, educate yourself that you don't necessarily need sex all the time. A simple cuddling and simple caress and just make a sweet moments, okay. So we got to educate each other to the point where they become normal, natural, and welcoming. So it is important. Husband, may we learn it will just we can do it. Wife, you can do it, we can do it. It's for our own good. It's the only thing you really have, your marriage. This is the home for your children. This is the foundation, the only place they have. Make it safe, make it wonderful. You work for it, you pay hard for that house. Sometimes 2 jobs to meet the mortgage. And then you made that place miserable. No. When a man fully fulfilled, he will have 2 jobs very easily. Oh, very easily. So please help your husband to be fulfilled. Husband, help your wife to be fulfilled. And let that home work according to God's ways. So I'm calling every spouse on this line. Be dedicated as a man to give financial security to your wife, emotional security, physical everything. Second, meet her need. She needs mental, physical, emotional. I want you to have a plan, a written plan. Say, wife, I am dedicated for your health. I want you to be healthy. I don't want to marry another woman in my life, so I need to keep you healthy and strong. A spouse is shy to talk about sexual things. No, there's no such a thing. It's a lie. If you are really shy, you should not even have any sexual desire. As long as you have a desire, you gotta express it. Okay, you might not use to express it, but learn it. You didn't know such a thing of being shy. How you are shy, but you do it anyway. Huh? Anyway, you're gonna bring me the question later on in a few minutes. Let me see. I'm gonna close in a few minutes. You bring that question up, okay? So, God, people, I want you to walk away tonight with this thing in mind. Number one, you need to heal. You need to enter in a covenantal, loving, satisfying, fulfilling relationship with Christ. That will give you selfless love. And at the same time, Christ will be cleansing you from your defect of character, your spot, rancor, blemishes, the anger issue, the unforgiveness, the resentment, all of this that was sitting in you over the years. When you get in a relationship with Christ, you're going to start cleansing these things. Then you are becoming a better person. That's one. Second, you have a selfless mind. So number two, be dedicated to learn the need of your spouse. This is so important. I want to give you an example. Um, there was a years ago I researched on how women feel words. And I was very amazed to the details of the things. So when I got married, one day I said, I'm going to try something. So what I did is I'm going to use words to arouse my wife so much. So I literally intentionally prepared it. So I started saying to her, I appreciate so much the way you cook food, the way you take care of the children. I appreciate your body so much. And I was going through it. Oh, before I know it, the sister is seriously aroused. And that day was different, I can tell you. She was screaming, doing everything. And I asked her, what really changed? She said, you don't know how you make me feel when you were saying all of this. And I'm like, really? So I got it. You gotta learn, man, please sit down and learn. It works. Don't just walk around like a man that said, no, sit and learn. They are very different from us as a women. You got to learn what women feel. When you tell a woman honestly and sincerely, I really love you, she feel that word. Now, when a woman tell a man, I love you, we hear you, but it mean that much. Does not mean that much. But when you respect us, we feel loved. You see that? We are very different. Now, some sisters don't understand. Tell their husband, I love you. He say, okay, thank you. He does not feel that much about it. But when he see that you respect him, he feel a man around you. Ooh, that man will conquer the world for you. He will do anything. Now, women think a man is another woman. Hey, honey, I love you. Honey, I love you. I'm like, yes, I hear you. Thank you. I want to see how you respect me. I want to see how you, when I brought something to you, you approach it with respect and consideration. I want to see that you don't disrespect me, talk to me anyhow in front of the children. Because the way we perceive law is different from the way you perceive it. I said, why you gotta sit down and learn it? When a man feels respected, I guarantee you, he will give you everything. Everything. You want to make a devil out of him? Keep opposing him, keep disrespecting him, talk to him now, whatever you want. You're going to turn mute or you're going to become louder. So please learn. We got to learn these things. Sometimes my wife works and is tired. I have no desire for sex. I'm like, I'm not going to ask for sex. I know what to do. You know what to do? I have special oil prepared for her. Let's start massaging you. Give it some sweet talk. Next minute, you're going to ask for sex. Every man hearing me, don't be ignorant. You got to understand how woman body function. When they go to the street with children, with job, with everything, their body shut down. They can't function. But just start slowly. How was your day? How days? I would like to do this for you. Slowly, she feel cherished. She feel close to you. Very before you know it, her whole body is craving for you. That's all it takes. You don't need a degree for this. And all the men say amen. Vice versa as a woman. At least once a week, woman, go and make your husband feel desired. It's a secret. Go do it. Oh yeah. At least once a week. Be intentionally dressed. Let your husband know that, look, I am here for you. How you want it, of course, in the limit of God ways. I'd be like, what? My wife cares so much for my sexual need. You will see him wake up very early. He maybe have a second job very quickly. It's not about sex. It's about how you help the husband to feel a man, how he feel like he matters. You're gonna become very creative right away. Oh yes. And the opposite is also true. When a man we don't care for his sexual need, he get denial very often. He doesn't care. He's not strong enough. You're gonna start sleeping around. And you're gonna be looked at like a trash. Why would you do that? So what about we? If he does not know how to approach you, teach him. Read books together. Teach how to treat each other, how to approach each other, how to make it possible. Then our health, our food and lifestyle is also making us our body like unfit for sexual, So may we improve our diet and everything. Wife, tell to your husband, I want only you for my life. I want you to have a safe prostate. Every woman hearing me, get at least few her. I'm gonna give you sarsaparilla or sarsaparilla, guinea hen weed, pig yam, damiana, and a little bit of yohimbe or sensitiva. These 4 or 5 herbs. Make a tea for your husband every day. Then in the smoothie or something, let him have pumpkin seed daily. And a few things. And a little of Kegel exercise, I guarantee you. Even at a 90-year-old, he still have sex properly. His prostate will be healthy. You want to control the PSA? Take shaga often. That's it. So wife, tell your husband, look, I want you to be healthy. I want to keep you healthy. This is the plan I have. Cleansing detox, your herbal teas, the smoothies. Are you following me? So I recommend to every couple have a weekly plan. At least once a week, take care of each other. 3 days, every month, 3 days. Husband, you take care of your wife, or take care of your husband. That caring is loving. Then every 3 months, do a whole week, 7 days. They must have an intentional dedication for care. You gotta hear me? Husband, you gotta be intentionally dedicated to your wife and express it at every level. And guess what? You are the only man on earth that's doing that for her. You see that? And she can't replace you. Vice versa. Be the only woman that take care of her, his health, his emotion, his mental, his everything. He cannot replace you. There's nobody like you. Not even his mother can do it. He can't. She cannot. You become unique and special to him. He will do anything for you. This is not hard. Just be willing. So I'm going to stop right here that we can take some questions. So it's a very vast domain. So number one, you are in a relationship with Christ where your character being changed daily. Number two, you study the need of your spouse in detail. Number three, you commit yourself to meet the need of your spouse that they can fulfill divine purpose and vision and keep growing. That's number four. Both of you keep growing. Just keep growing. You will improve so much. Amen. May the Lord bless and keep you. May we have a home that are healed, home that are dedicated to God, and home and marriages that fulfill God's purpose. And divine power will step in to fix everything. Amen. We will offer to our children a safe home, a place they can grow and develop godly character. It's not about us only. The children are involved in their future and everything. Mary is God institution. May we respect that properly. Amen. So three things now. Covenant relationship with Christ, study the need of your spouse, dedicate to meet the need of your spouse, and keep learning and growing. All right. So let's stop right here and take some questions. Thank you.